Hello and welcome BitMonger family, JMonger here, and today we are going to be looking at a quick update, why the markets are not looking good. There's a huge amount of announcements coming out, so that's why the markets seem to be kind of in a slight downturn. Some of our coins have taken a sharp correction down, but that was expected because things don't go up in a straight line. No worries. Hold tight. Look to buy in if we see any kind of big significant dip. That's what I do, and that's how I have been able to be successful, guys. So first of all, let's take a look at the markets here. We can see Bitcoin's trading still in that range between 116 and 120K. It's currently at 117,500. Ethereum is still holding right around 3,800. XRP is down some at 311. BNB is holding strong. This is looking good, guys. I think BNB might be something to be looking into, because with their recent announcement of becoming a treasury, people vape putting it as a treasury asset, and CZ coming back in, building his U.S. business. I could see some good upside on this coin, even though it's already quite large. And then Solana, and Solana's down a little bit. It is trading right under the fib level. I think the next fib level was like right around 175. So if it goes down there, that would be an area of interest. If it goes below that, I think the next level was like around 168. Look at my video from yesterday to check that analysis on those fib levels. I'm not going to be doing the fibs today. So let's take a look at what's happening today. So what's going on? So remember, crypto is still connected to the stock markets, primarily the NASDAQ. It hasn't completely decoupled, so it usually falls in line with that. And we can see there's some massive announcements today going on this week with earnings. We got Microsoft, Meta, Qualcomm. We can see here Robinhood, Apple, Amazon, Coinbase. So these are some large corporates. See, it says right here, this week is significant for earnings, with 164 of the S&P 500 companies expected to report. You know, we got tech giants, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, and Meta, part of the Magnificent Seven, are particularly critical as they account for over a third of the S&P 500's earnings. So this is huge. People are waiting on that, and most of those are coming out tomorrow and the next day in the United States. So that's why the markets are kind of fickle right now, kind of waiting to see. We also have the FOMC meetings happening right now, and they'll come out with some sort of release on the 30th, I think it is. And right now, people don't expect any rate changes. They don't accept them to drop rates. But what they will be looking for is the remarks afterwards and how they're looking going forward. So far, he's been holding tight on that because he isn't sure about how the tariffs are going to impact the economy. And the market has been going up. I mean, we're at all-time highs right now. Generally, the economy is looking strong from those statistics. On the ground in real world, we know that might be different, though. Most people are suffering. So what else do we have? We also got another big thing. And this is going to be happening on tomorrow as well. Big day. The White House is going to drop a bombshell report on July 30th. The White House will release the much-awaited crypto policy report on July 30th. So the report is expected to shed further light on regulatory stance of the Donald Trump administration regarding crypto assets. Trump's executive director, Bo Hines, earlier confirmed the report, which comes out a 180-day review of the executive order, will be released tomorrow. America is now leading the way on digital asset policy. Okay. The report is expected to recommend policy reform guidelines for stablecoins pegged to the U.S. dollar, banking access, and national security regarding virtual assets. We can also expect guidelines around technology, neutral regulatory clarity, well-defined jurisdictional boundaries. And the document comes only days after the extraordinary progress on key crypto bills such as the Genius Act, the Clarity Act, and the Anti-CBDC Act. And I've been covering that, so nothing new there. But a lot of people are waiting to hear what's coming out on this. It's another reason why markets might be kind of timid and looking for direction and maybe even slightly going down. Because people, if there is some sort of bad news, there might be more of a sell-off. So people, take off risk. Understandable. Here's some other news. And I had reported on this. But in the future, people are going to be able to use their Bitcoin and certain cryptos as collateral. And Senator Loomis just introduced a legislation to make Fannie and Freddie count crypto in mortgage risk checks. We know this already happened, but she's pushing forward on this to get more clarity on how they are going to do that. And the reason why is primarily because the bill directs the government-sponsored enterprises to recognize assets recorded on cryptography-secured ledgers and bar lenders for forcing borrowers to, and bars lenders from forcing borrowers to convert those holdings to dollars simply to be counted in risk models. So before, if you wanted to buy a home or whatever, and you're a Bitcoin holder or something, you had to liquidate that Bitcoin, move it into dollars in order for them to, use it as collateral. Now they're not doing that. And Loomis, smart woman she is, she's like, Loomis framed the measure as a response to homeownership slump among younger Americans and the reality that many now build savings in crypto. So, and that's a fact. Also, guys, remember, there's going to be a massive wealth transfer down to the younger generations, coming down from the baby boomers as they age and they die off. So these younger generations are digital natives, and they are going to be using crypto, and they are involved more in crypto than the older people. So this is all bullish, guys. Very, very bullish. Some other news. 21. Okay, this is the company that is Jack Muller's is the CEO, and they are building a Bitcoin strategic reserve. So 21 boosts Bitcoin treasury total to 5.1 billion with help from Tether. The firm expects to hold about 43,500 Bitcoin after stablecoin giant said it would provide more digital coins. So in the brief, Bitcoin Treasury said 21 had added 5,800 Bitcoins it's holding after acquiring more Bitcoin from Tether. The firm started by Tether, Bitfinex, Cantor Fitzgerald, and SoftBank will hold 43,500 digital coins. Traditional investors will be able to get exposure to the leading cryptocurrency via company shares. And Lutnick's involved in this as well, guys. So this is a big deal. And after this purchase, they are now the third largest treasury company holding Bitcoin. So big news. Good on them. Hopefully this is successful. Let's take a look at this one too. So 3 top crypto stocks to watch this week is multiple altcoins all-time high. Now, so key insights. A recent market rally has boosted sentiment in crypto stocks like HODL, Master, and Coin. Sol Strategy and Coinbase offer investors different ways to invest in crypto through stocks rather than direct trading. Multiple altcoins. I don't see this happening right now, but we'll see if August is explosive, which many think it will be. we could be eyeballing new all-time highs in some of these altcoins. Just so you guys know, I'm seeing a trend happening, and this is it right here. So Sol Strategies, this is a company that holds Solana as a treasury asset. And look at this. This is insane. Shares of Canadian digital asset treasury firm Sol Strategies, this is their ticker, HODL, HODL, have rallied more than 576% over the past year. Now, guys, I am a Solana holder, as you know, and I am seeing something happen here, guys. I'm yesterday with that vape company that's holding the BNB coin. That absolutely spiked. It went up like 600% or something. This is a trend that I'm seeing. These companies that come out with these strategic reserves in these crypto coins are performing incredibly well, even better than the baseline asset that they're putting in there into their treasury. So I'm going to be looking to buy these companies when they make these announcements going forward. I do own MicroStrategy, thank God. That's kind of a beta play, just so you guys know. It's a beta play on Bitcoin. People, sovereign nations as well, where they were not able to purchase Bitcoin, they were buying MicroStrategy or strategy, and that was their way around of getting exposure to Bitcoin, and that has outperformed Bitcoin itself. So you might want to be looking at getting positions on these stock companies, these corporates that start listing some sort of treasury reserve with one of the larger altcoins, because they are performing. So Sol Strategies has done well. MicroStrategy is another one. And Coinbase is also ripped. I own two of these, which is nice, and I also own Solana. So, nice news there. Some other news here. Coinbase beats Circle on Q1 USDC revenue, plans nano futures for Sol and XRP. So we're getting more adoption. Coinbase, stock I hold. I recommend you guys look at that one. Buy that one on a large tip. I did a whole little video about that before. Look at my history on why I'm bullish on Coinbase. But they are adding Sol and XRP to futures, which is good, and their revenue beat out Circle. And just so you guys know, Coinbase is a partial owner of Circle as well. So looking good. Coinbase is doing well. And what else do we got here? Okay, we got another Solana. CBOE BZX files to list Invesco Galaxy Solana ETF with the SEC. So we got another Solana ETF being applied for. And this one's going to have staking onto it. As I mentioned before, that gives you kind of like a dividend there. So this is growing, and I expect the Solana ETF to be happening sometime this year, and when that does happen, I expect it to have demand and to do very well. So if you don't have exposure to this asset, you might want to consider getting some. I'm bullish as hell on that. All right there, guys. Hope you're all doing well, and Monger on.